You must have seen your favorite Pokemon TCG content creators chasing certain cards from a set, and they simply ditch any other cards they find from the packs. Why do they do that? Well, not all cards are created equal. While you can find certain cards in almost every second or third pack, some take hundreds or even thousands of packs to pull. The rarest cards from the set usually have the highest value. So how do you know if your cards are rare or not? While opening a fresh pack of Pokemon cards, you may have spotted all those shiny symbols at the bottom of the cards. Those symbols are not just for decorations. The shapes and letters indicate the rarity of the card, which is often associated with its value. Today, we are going to break down every single rarity in the modern Pokemon trading card game. From the humble common cards you'll see in almost every pack, all the way to those glittering hyper rares and shinies that everyone wants to pull. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to read the rarity symbols, what makes certain cards special, and how rarity actually affects collectors and players. So whether you have just started collecting or you are trying to figure out why your friend's card is way shinier than yours, this guide is for you. So let's dive in. Let's start at the bottom of the ladder with commons. You'll spot them by a small black circle at the bottom of the card. As the name suggests, these are the easiest cards to find. You'll get a handful in every booster pack. Commons are usually made up of basic Pokemon that haven't evolved yet. Think Pikachu before it becomes Raichu, or Charmander before Charizard. Of course, there are a few exceptions, but you'll notice the pattern pretty quickly. Most commons are non-holo, meaning they don't shine, but occasionally you can pull one as a reverse holo, where the entire card background glitters except for the Pokemon illustration. We'll see more of those as we go deeper. In Japanese cards, these commons are denoted by the letter C. Next up is the uncommon rarity, shown with a small black diamond symbol. You'll usually get a couple in every booster pack. Uncommons can include basic Pokemon or evolved ones. Most trainer cards also fall under this category. They are a little harder to pull compared to commons, but they are still fairly easy to collect. For deck builders, commons and uncommons are important because the game rules often let you use multiple copies of the same card. So their accessibility isn't accident. It's designed to make sure anyone can build a playable deck without breaking the bank. For Japanese cards, uncommons are denoted by the letter U. This is where it gets fun. Look for the black star symbol for rares. This is the most recognizable rarity, and booster packs guarantee at least one rare card. Rares can be holo or reverse holo, and since 2023 with the release of the Scarlet and Violet expansion, they're always a holo now. In the past, non-holo rares existed, but they no longer do that. In Japanese cards, rares are denoted by the letter R. One quick note though, don't confuse the rare star symbol with the black star promo. We'll get to the promos later toward the end of this video. They're totally different. Moving up, we have got double rares, which use two black stars as the symbol. In the Japanese TCG, these are labeled with double R. These replace your guaranteed rare in the booster pack and include cards like modern EX Pokemon. Unlike typical rares, all double rares are holo cards. Some even have a texture surface which feels amazing when you hold one in your hand, but the rarity symbol itself always stays the same. Think of double rares as your step up from the guaranteed slot pools. If you get one, it's a good day. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Apex cards are denoted by a rare magenta colored star. Yes, it looks pink. You'll only ever see that symbol on Apex cards. They are not just visually striking with special textures and patterns, but they are also very hard to pull. In the Japanese cards, you'll see the bold letters ACE instead of the pink star. Apex are powerful and collectible, so if you land one, consider it a solid win. Collectors, this one's for you. Illustration rares. In Japanese cards, these are denoted as AR, while in English, these have a gold star rarity symbol. But don't confuse them with shinies. We'll get there later. What makes illustration rares so special is the artwork. Instead of a standard card layout, the illustration covers the entire card, top to bottom, giving them a premium feel. These are alternate art versions of cards already in the set. For instance, you might see 2 or 3 versions of a popular card like Charizard EX, the normal one for players and one or more illustration rares for collectors. They work exactly the same in the game, but design-wise they are miles apart. And here's an important distinction. Illustration rares often have card numbers that go beyond the set's listed total. That means they are also part of the category called secret rares. Let's clear this up. Secret rare isn't actually a rarity symbol of its own. Instead, it's a category of any card whose numbers surpasses the set total. So if a set has 180 cards officially and your card is numbered 195 by 180, that's a secret rare. Illustration rares, ultra rares, hyper rares, they can all be secret rares depending on their number. Next level, ultra rares. These have silver star symbols and in Japanese they are marked SR for super rare. Like illustration rares, ultras also have full card artwork and texture, but generally a little less detail compared to special illustration styles. In hand though, they feel premium. The texture almost looks pressed into the artwork. Pulling an ultra rare feels amazing, and these are usually highly sought after in any set. One of the fan favorites, the special illustration rares. These use 2 gold stars as the symbol, or SAR in Japanese sets. They are like illustration rares but taken to the next level with unique art direction, sometimes showcasing Pokémon in full scenic settings or with personality filled designs. These are usually the hardest chase cards of a set and make booster pack openings super exciting. At the top of the modern rarity chain, we have the hyper rares. These use 3 gold stars and in Japanese they are labeled UR, which actually means ultra rare over there. Hyper rares are those glittering gold cards, Pokémon trainer items and even energy cards. They stand out with rich gold foil and texture. They usually mark the end of the set list, and if you pull one, you have officially struck gold, like literally. Now what about shiny Pokémon cards? Shinies are special versions of Pokémon with alternate color palettes, like a shiny Gyarados being red instead of blue. In the English TCG, shiny rares feature gold outlined stars instead of filled in ones. In Japanese, they are labeled with an S symbol. There are also shiny ultra rares denoted SSR in Japanese, which can be tricky because visually they look similar to regular ultras. If you are confused, just check the artwork and star outlines. The shinies will almost always give themselves away with different colors and secret rare numbering. Finally, let's talk about Black Star promos. These aren't technically a rarity, but you'll run into them often. Promotional cards have a black star with the word promo underneath, and they are usually tied to events, products, or giveaways. For example, you might get one for attending a movie, buying a special box in stores, or even as a bonus with purchases. They come with individual numbering, but they are not tied to the main expansion sets. One place you'll never find promos is inside regular booster packs. If it's in a pack, it's not a promo. So there you have it. From the common black circle cards all the way up to glittering hyper rares and shinies. You now know exactly how to read rarity symbols in the modern Pokémon TCG. Whether you are building decks or collecting for fun, rarity tells you a lot about how common or special a card truly is. And the best part, every pack holds the potential for something amazing. Sometimes even the exact chase card you were dreaming of. Now, I would like to hear from you. What's the rarest card you have ever pulled? Drop it in the comments and let's share some stories. Oh, and if you found this guide helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because we have got plenty more Pokemon TCG content coming your way. If you are new to collecting Pokemon cards, here's a video you may find useful. Until next time, this is Saurabh from Ace TCG signing off.